There's Zargolg and his Tiara of Power.
Okay,
And
now
Mark
we're
Carroll.
rolling.
All right, well, now we can welcome you to Monday Night Heroes, where we are discussing how to make your very own Lao Poet action figure using simple items you can find in any home.
All you need is some common household bacon, soda, and some.
And the most important ingredient is old school essentials.
Wow, what a segue.
I know, isn't that awesome? So yes, we're playing Temple of Elemental Evil. We've made it to Nulb. These guys are trying to unload some of the treasure they've picked up to convert it to money, actual money, and maybe open up a bank account.
Yeah, or at
That
least
being
a
said,
safety deposit box.
right. That being said, let's go ahead and introduce everybody. Clockwise on my screen, we will start with Nico.
I am playing Tiffany, the mildly disorganized ranger drow.
And then there's Rodney.
I'm playing Silric, the elf hated by fate.
And if you were listening earlier, which you couldn't because we weren't recording, you could make an elf on the shelf. Common household items. And then there's Brian.
I'm playing the human bard and master of the bagpipes, Squitter Cutbelt. And soon I
Matt.
will master the cowbell.
And then there's Matt. Nope.
It's not picking you up, Matt. Sorry.
Didn't hear you.
A mute does not toot.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll just say that he's playing Dagmark,
I'm here.
Cleric.
Oh, there you are.
You go. God damn it.
Sorry, didn't have a piece in place for my microphone. I'm playing Dagmark Ironrune, Dwarven Priest of Moradin the Soul Forger.
Woo!
And then last but not least, there is Nicholas. Nick.
I'm playing Sargolg, an orc or a half-orc princess.
And I'm Steve. I like trains.
All right.
All right. So like I said last time you guys were in Nulb, you had started bar fight, made some new friends at the Waterside Hotel, and you started to go to different shops around town to try and unload some of your booty. You were in the curio shop.
Yeah, far out, man.
It's run by Burr Crookrit, the half-elf hippie, and she had pointed you toward Mother Titticott, the herbalist.
Because she can
For
hook
all
you
your-
up.
Right, for all your herbalist needs. But I know you guys wanted to get rid of your gems, jewelry, that kind of thing. If you are willing to take a 20% cut in the value of that, we can hand wave it.
17.
20% cut.
17.
Okay, I can work that out with the exception of the 10 fire agates that I have, or we have, rather.
Right.
Was everybody okay in getting us some adventuring company jewelry made?
Yeah, but I'll request that mine gets added to the center of my tiara. I know we were talking about rings, but I think that would look a lot better as a centerpiece.
Or, hear me out. You like to hit things, right?
Yeah.
What if you had an emblem on the ring so you could leave impressions on people's faces when you punch them? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like the Phantom.
Now everybody you punch knows Sargo hit them forever.
I mean, I did headbutt 2 people last time, though,
Yeah,
so.
but you tend to punch them. Just be
Yeah.
Stick it on your pink axe.
Oh no,
Oh, God.
you're right.
Who said that, Phantom Voice? I just worked him into the ring. Don't hurt this.
He's got the princess crown and the pink axe. I mean, yes, Sargol
The
is
princesses
warrior princess.
accessorize. Eh? Princesses accessorize. Can't just have a tiara. You have to have more.
Hear me out. If I get it a ring on the pink axe, it could be like a Prince Albert type thing.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
I know it does. It means exactly what he thinks it means. All right. So,
I'll get the ring. I'm sorry. I'll get the ring.
Okay.
No,
It is my-
this is the fun of the role play. Let the role play happen. Damn.
it is my understanding that with these fire opals, you have come up with a name for your merry little band.
The Opal Order.
I've been thinking
I mean,
We
I'm
should
putting
call-
that up for a vote.
we should call the group Sogog and the Opal Order. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I vote that we let Sargo think that it's called that and call it just Opal.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Timpani.
I didn't say it was Tiffany in the Opal Order, did I? I don't like being center
I have
stage.
to mute my mic for a minute.
There is only one Sogog, and without the Opal Order, the
No, continue on that path. I feel like you're onto something.
in search of a Sogog.
I mean, in that case, we'll just name it Sargol, McCartney, and Wings.
No, I don't want to. No.
Out of bounds.
All right.
That's an awesome call.
Alright. I'm willing to accept this title until something better comes to mind and it's clearly bardically inspired. But needless to say, it'll at least fit on the business cards and strike terror in the nether regions of those who need to be terrorized.
Tiffany leans closer to you to Silric and goes, "Is he always like that?"
Yes, always.
So, the question is, and this will come from the clerk at the jewelers.
Mm-hmm.
Just regular rings, or did you want them to do something?
Oh, can we do something? Like,
Well, I mean, we have an enchanter.
can you give us a ring that gives us the power to cloud men's mind?
How
He
about
looks at
this?
your bagpipes and just says, "Don't you already have that power?"
How about this? One of us has the power of earth, one has the power of fire, and wind, water, and hot.
And garbage. Oh wait, no, that's a different.
Oh yeah, there are 6 of us. Oh, shit! My thing doesn't work. My idea, not my thing.
Oh, but then,
Right, so
well, when you put all of your rings together, Jake actually shows up.
All right, so
Sorry.
our
Jay.
jeweler does have an enchanter.
I have an enchanter.
Okay.
It ain't cheap,
Oh, is it ever?
but
Well,
you
is
could-
there any sort of rings that anybody wants or needs?
And I wasn't expecting to have to look through that.
To be really honest,
nothing too fancy. He's not. He's just a Tim level enchanter.
oh, let's see.
Did he do something with fire resistance? That's always useful.
Illumination. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for one that can take the place of a torch. Then. Just-
Out of character, does enchanting something that is there always a magical effect with it? Because since I'm a barbarian, I don't think I would like it. I mean, I'm breaking the rules already with this magical axe, right? So,
You
Well,
don't have to have yours in either.
you're right.
Yeah, mistrustful of magic is not really a mechanical effect. So
yeah.
Well, we can work that out now.
that's storytelling.
You got anything that can make me stronger? Perhaps a +1 enchantment to strength.
If you give me a list of the things you want your rings to do,
You'll
I don't
get
even
us a
know what they're
price.
good for.
I will get you. I will get back to you with prices and
Hmm.
how much time it's going to take to do these things.
All right. I'll have
You
to
don't
think
have to.
about it.
You have I don't know how long you are staying in Nulb, but you have time to think about this. Don't. It's not. It's like getting a tattoo. It's not something you really want to rush into.
Tell me
It's
about
a
it.
lot easier to get rid of than a tattoo, though. You can take the ring off.
Yes, but it costs about 10 times as much as that tattoo.
Fair enough.
All right. So put a pin in that. Something to think about. If the Opal Order wants to have enchanted items. My suggestion would be to look in the player's book. Or, oh no, you don't. It's not in the player's book. I will get you a list of rings, unless you have the referee's book, and then just look in the referee's book, which has a list of rings.
Or I believe it's in the SRD as well.
Right. Or you can look in the rule cyclopedia or whatever. Or if you have a copy of basic D&D, you can look in there. All right, moving on. So we have converted our jewels, saved the fire opals to ash. We have started the process of getting your group's iconography taken care of, and we'll say, for the sake of argument, that you have opened up a vault in the local bank,
Mhm.
the Bank of Nulb,
What about that
which
blacksmith?
is
But we have a sense of how we could liberate our own funds if it turned out that they were screwing us over. Sure.
well. I mean, you do take one look at the bank and you realize that it is more away from the river, so the construction is definitely more solid.
Mhm.
Of the building itself. It's not, as you go away from the river and up the side of the hill the town is built on. The construction gets more solid, and it looks like a lot of the houses become more estate like.
Hmm.
Up on
So,
the
and-
hill.
Yeah, it's definitely in that district.
Where I'm sure if the pirates go up that way, they just throw them a pouch and say, "Have a nice day," and the pirates leave.
Yeah, so I mean, the pirates.
Thank
Well, I
you.
mean, that's something you have to experience for yourself.
This year's insurance premiums. Here you go. All right, so
Yeah.
yeah, I believe Dagmark and Timpani wanted to hit the blacksmith.
Right. So the blacksmith is a gentleman named Dit.
Dit.
Ditt.
Okay.
Um, so he's got a couple of his apprentices. He has an apprentice and a smith's boy. You can see that the smith's boy's got this got the bellows happening, heating up the fire, and this gentleman named Dit is teaching. There's I guess a young woman that he's kind of showing her how to make nails.
Hmm.
And as you walk in, it's hot. Is everybody in there, or is it just the two of you?
I guess we'll all go. I mean, we go as a team.
Yeah, it's oppressively hot in there. I guess Dagmark isn't too uncomfortable with it because this is kind of his thing. But and maybe and the rest of you are just kind of like you start sweating a little. You walk in and he looks up at you and something seems familiar about him through his. He's a big burly guy. He's got like a well kept beard, leather apron, no shirt on underneath. Giving this young woman pointers on making nails, and yeah, he looks up and gentlemen, lady, how may I help you? And then yeah, there's something a little bit familiar about it. Well, not to be fair, not to Timpani.
I was assuming such.
I'm looking to get some plate armor.
You up and down. I could do that. It probably wouldn't be. Well, I won't sell myself short. It's not going to be dwarven quality, but it'll be almost as good. Do that. I can do that for you.
Okay.
It's going to take. He says, Fan, and he turns to his apprentice, Fan, the woman. Take this. I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Dagmark.
Take this Dagmark gentleman around back, fit him. Take his measurements and everything. And we can see about getting you armor.
Excellent.
It's going to take a while, probably upwards of a couple of weeks to get all the pieces in place and everything. But yeah.
Okay.
And if you want any family designs on it or anything, like any iconography you want, let me know. We can definitely accommodate you there as well.
Maybe the symbol of an anvil on the chest.
I can definitely do that.
Cool.
Can use my own as our stencil.
Holy symbol of Moradin.
Oh, you're a Moradin worshiper, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't truck with the dwarven deities, but I do have respect, especially for Moradin, as you can see. To pour a little wine on the anvil in the mornings. I don't know what the rituals are. Just that sounds pretty good. So while these two are talking, you all notice that his accent is not very local. I mean, it's a close facsimile of a Nulbish accent, but there's like some words that he doesn't have down quite right.
Where are you from?
Here and there.
Must be more there, because it's certainly not here.
Well, that's definitely true. I've been in town here for about 20 years.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a look.
How do you like Nulb?
That's a place, I guess.
I mean, steady work, good people.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, people are people. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be not so good. Big city, you can't have everyone be the same, right? Where would the fun be in that?
Well, casually motions to his ears and is like, wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, I mean, take your own people for example. All of the people from Elftown,
Elftown.
the same. Everything the same in the Keebler tree over there.
Not the keyboard tree, damn.
Remarkably homogenous in the Keebler tree,
Right.
but
That's a poor example.
thank goodness I don't live there.
Heard they have
But
good
yeah, they do have good cookies. Except don't get those double stuffs. It's way too much. Everyone may love fudge, but there's a limit.
It's pecan sandies for me.
Yeah, but Nulb's it's all right. There's a couple good places to drink. There's a wide variety of people, all types. If you like variety, great place for it.
Who's the local historian? Because we heard an interesting tale as we were getting to know the local shopkeepers.
Tale, you say?
Yes, some clerics of Cuthbert and beating back the forces of the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh well, I mean that's not
You
a
can speak that out loud.
it's not a secret. There's an old ruined temple on the outskirts of town. That 20 years ago, a group of concerned citizens from the duchy and the surrounding area came in. I believe there were some religious figures involved in this, and they cleared it out for the most part.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm playing Call of Cthulhu?
Well,
What's
Well,
it
there are
called?
cultists. There definitely are cultists down there. Well, apparently one of the thing that was driving everything, this I don't know if you'd call her a goddess or what.
An elemental evil, possibly?
No, she herself wasn't. She had something to do with fungus. But yeah, she was too powerful for the powers that be. So instead of smiting her, they were only able to trap her within the confines of the temple.
Hmm.
Powerful magic, to be sure, but yeah, she's to this day she's sealed in there.
What was her
No.
name?
Zugtmoy, something like that.
Zutmoy?
Zuggtmoy.
I see.
Zugmoy, a fungus among us.
Okay, friendly fungus?
Absolutely not. This is starting to sound like Call of Cthulhu.
Well, you seem so certain.
Timpani, you were requesting the blacksmith services?
Looking around the weaponry.
Yeah. I tried to do a law check just to see if there's anything extra, but we should probably be aware of.
About Zugtmoy?
If that is its real name, yeah, I suppose so.
It's an
All right.
alias.
They lie all the time.
Yeah, you got me. It's really Joe Satriani.
Oof. I knew it all along.
Satriani.
What does my spell sideways?
We'll roll a d6.
Ooh, a 2.
So you do know that there is some sort of demoness goddess that is worshipped in this area called Zugtmoy, and her active worship disappeared about 20 years ago.
Okay. In a good way?
Yes, definitely in a good way. She is also associated, at least in these parts, with a demigod named Iuz, Iuz,
Hmm.
who is the antithesis of Saint Cuthbert.
That can go in a lot of
There
directions.
are
Yeah, really, the
mortal-
antithesis. What does he give away money generously and heal people for free?
If only.
Yes, but for nefarious reasons.
All right.
Saint
That's-
Cuthbert is a very good, like, middle European Christian XP.
Mm-hmm.
He's Lutheran. He's like D&D Lutheran.
Oh. Twice the guilt, but half the ritual?
Yes.
Anyway. All right.
As long as you got the gold and the coppers, you can buy your way into heaven. Actually, that's what Luther was.
All right. That's very
Yes.
theological.
But what comes around goes around. We'll say the mortal enemy of Saint Cuthbert.
Anyway, I tried to see if Ziggurat here is easily defeated by clever wits or brute force.
Oh, well, that is way above your pay grade of lore.
Oh, it always is. But one day. Well, I mean, they're trapped in a place called the Temple of Elemental Evil.
well,
how hard is that?
Bit says, well, I mean, if you're really interested in the history of what happened there, I know that the representatives of St. Cuthbert and of the Druids worked together to create this trap for her. The ones that are in Hamlet. Apparently, over here in Nulb, the Temple of Elemental Evil was good for the economy.
They often seem that way, but there's often a darker price to pay.
Well, there were definitely people here. Well, I mean, it is close to the location of the temple, so some people are or were involved.
Happily or unhappily?
I guess that depends on your perspective. I guess they were probably happy until they weren't.
Oh, I mean, it's like, it's like sometimes they exact a price and sometimes they just get sucked into it by their friends.
Yes, well, I mean, that's probably on a case-by-case basis.
All right.
But yeah, the best people to talk to about that would probably be back in Hamlet. Well, no, he does say that. He says it would probably be back in Hamlet.
Let's see. Well, plot thickens. But we still need to beat some pirates, I think.
Whoa, easy there.
Oh.
There's an old elf saying,
Mm-hmm.
know your enemy.
Ah.
Say a part out loud.
Don't count your fudge before the finger sandwiches are baked.
Silence, you short life.
Never trust an illithid with 5 fingers. Yes. We've all heard the tales. Let's see. But all right, well, what else should we try to learn about these nefarious?
So, what kind of weapons were you looking for?
Oh, good ones.
I like sharp, pointy things since the fucking bard doesn't shut up.
Oh.
There is there's plenty of swords, axes.
Anything catch my eye?
Yeah.
Like anything special there? Because if not, I'm just like I might pick up a 2-hand sword.
Yeah, and there's nothing magic, if that's what you're looking for. He lets you browse through the swords, and every once in a while you pick one up and look. That's quality craftsmanship. I remember I made that one. And it tells you a nice little story to go along with it.
It was
What'd you say,
autumn,
Baz?
year 72 of the Gold Dragon era.
You know, Wes is willing to listen to a story about it if it gets a
like
discount.
a sword marketplace because these people operate on a budget, but there's definitely there's nothing like extremely special magic or baroquely adorned, just for the sheer fact that he needs to move swords.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's well enough made, it can always be dabbled with later. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it looks fine. They all look. It's quality craftsmanship. He is not a shitty blacksmith.
I have an idea. If you buy a weapon here, I wonder if we could take it back to the jeweler to have it enchanted.
I need a long sword that can catch fire without injuring the bard in question.
Because, like, what if you got a sword that when it stabs people, it steals their soul and you just paint it black?
You know, just because I'm a drow, that doesn't
you
mean
up.
that's what I'm into. I feel offended.
Yeah, you're not an edge. She's not an edge lord.
She's also not an albino.
Those things never worked.
Great. So how's this one look on me?
No one's relying on drugs to live.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
You can go talk to my Beastmaster about maybe he'll rent you out Black Razor.
No, we threw it in the lava.
Oh yeah, we
So
did.
yeah, I'll just pick up I'm kind of curious how well I can play with one, so I kind of want to try a two-hand sword out. It'd be nice to have a secondary weapon in case things go tits
Oh,
up.
what are you normally equipped with?
It's just a sword and a shield.
Oh,
I want to diversify.
okay.
Also remember, there's only so much in terms of weapons that you can carry. We're not
figure this will be good just to have a.
we're not keeping track of encumbrance like too terribly much, but no one's
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to carry the whole fucking armor with me. It's just it'd be nice to have a secondary
nobody's
weapon.
going to be Cable here.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I don't believe in Rob Liefeld. He's a figment of our imaginations that cannot hurt you or me. Or any chest.
So I
on
can't
Captain
have
America.
6 crossbows, 80 bolts.
You can, but you have to have your feet will suffer.
How many
Also,
parts is that gonna take?
I'm a ranger. We don't like to travel like super heavy anyway. I don't even like carrying money with me.
Yippee.
Well, it's a good thing we went to the bank then.
I mean, I have my own funds I had before I met you.
Well, still.
And I'm just saying, I don't necessarily trust all of you looking at the human when I say that.
One two-handed sword.
So the plate mail is going to run you. Hold on. There we go. Weapons and armor.
And if you want, we can just take it out of the company fund.
The plate mail is going to cost you 60 gold pieces. Just do it straight. And a two-handed sword is going to cost 15 gold pieces.
Works for me. A little less money in my pocket. I like it like.
It weighs a ton though. I mean, it weighs 150 coins. It's the equivalent weight of 150 gold.
Say that in less coin terms.
What's your strength?
My strength is 13.
You can wield it. You're
Something
fine.
to bond with Sargold with, heavy weapons.
Mm.
I feel like we could have a beautiful relationship, Sargold. You like to stab things. I like to stab things while blind, apparently.
Yeah.
And at this point, you are wearing your dark glasses.
Yes, I am. Surely fashioned, but she likes them.
Ruby quartz glasses.
I fucking Gary Oldman walking through the street. Better than that damn straw hat I was wearing.
Yeah. So, Dit also asks you. So, why all this interest in the temple?
That's a fascinating story.
Bard.
Nothing much happens around here.
Again, Bard.
No, right.
Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at the bagpipes. Right.
Mm-hmm. Bard.
All right.
Wizard.
Yes.
Forget Bard.
What?
What Bard? I mean, like Bard covers most of the things he just asked. Because I mean, he was asking some very suspect questions.
Oh, yes. Well, we are just friendly passerbys with no real intentions towards the Temple of Elemental Evil. We merely,
Should stop
um,
talking now.
You're writing
yeah,
a song about it, right?
yes,
Bard.
yes, it's what we bards do. In fact, here, allow me to play the first ditty. On
No.
I paid the blacksmith and leave before he starts.
Well, right. Well, he does say, um, well, I will warn you against that place. It's not safe.
In what
Just
way?
remember, 20 years ago, dark things happened there, and the heart of the evil remains.
So what you're saying is the name isn't just for show.
What?
Yes.
It's always for show.
Just looks at
Unacceptable.
you.
Well, now we have to investigate even further and disprove, these rascals.
I don't actually know this guy. He just kind of wandered in with us.
G Scoob, you think there's any ghosts?
All just made up. There's nothing to fear but the opal order itself. I'm just trying to emphasize. No, it's like you guys don't have to be afraid of us.
You like it and you know it. All right, is there anything else we needed to do?
Well, I think we've got a who, what, where, when, and why.
Well, we know the
Okay.
pirates are coming to visit.
Okay. Should we find out if there's anything that the pirates are particularly interested in that keeps them coming back to the area?
Are you asking anybody?
Yeah, I'm asking the blacksmith, see if he knows. He probably doesn't know shit, but yeah.
Oh, it says, well, I mean, pirates got a pirate, right? I mean, what's the use of raiding up and down the river if you don't have a place to spend your loot?
Right, but I mean, isn't there a bigger city nearby, or
No, I mean, what? Not one that's going to tolerate pirates.
It's like Fleet Week.
Ah,
Stop the fucking baseball games, flybys. No, there's I guess a tacit understanding that no horrible marauding will happen here above and beyond the normal everyday marauding that occurs in the streets of a city this size.
all right.
They come in, they spend their money. Is it ideal? No, but it's better than the alternative, which is having the city sacked by pirates. Let them fight amongst themselves.
I suppose my question would be, do any of them seem to harbor any particular ambitions of unifying them all?
Well, as I am not a pirate,
or they
I
happen to be just
couldn't
happy-go-lucky.
tell
I toss the coin this way. Are you sure you couldn't tell me?
So your coin says and he pushes it back and says, I honestly don't have much truck with the pirates.
Good.
If they want
Let's
to,
keep it that way.
if they want to buy a sword or a dagger, I'd be more than happy to sell them something. But
They haven't been upgrading their arms recently, have they?
no,
No special requests that seemed unusual?
no, not really.
What are you, the city watch?
Yeah.
You know, I know something that sounds unusual. All the questions you're asking this poor man.
Oh, you know, it's like it's our job as bards to be nosy. He'll be suspicious if I'm not. Better to annoy this poor blacksmith and tell him that he hates us.
Can we
Yeah,
leave before he clubs him to death with a hammer?
yeah. And now
He
that
is
he's
a very
annoyed,
big guy.
we lulled him into a false sense of security. Let us depart this silly place.
If you imagine Terry Crews with a beard,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Is he just flexing his pecs the entire time he's
he
talking?
doesn't even have to. It just happens. It's like he's married to an alchemist or something.
Mm.
Speaking of alchemists, did you guys want to visit with the herbalist lady?
Sure.
Maybe some health potions?
We
I
should
mean,
probably
why not
start.
visit all the establishment?
Sargolg and Dagmark?
Yeah, we can go to the herbalist. I don't need anything, so wherever you guys want to go, I will go.
Yeah, the only thing I was really gunning for was the plate armor, and that's going to take a while. So that's kind of the extent of my shopping.
Sargolg is his own health potion.
All right, let's go visit the herbalist lady.
If you guys want to stop and get a bite to eat, we could spend the next 2 hours doing that.
Oh, I figure once we get done with the herbalist, we'll go get drunk.
I want to look at a menu for like 15 minutes.
As a group, we could probably use some healing type potions of some variety.
Yeah.
Ooh, a math heal item would be nice.
That's a good idea, actually. Let's find the potion seller.
Yep, that's where we're going.
Oh, that's right. That's a herbalist.
Look, there's her sign right there.
Yep, it is
Mother
Mother
Totterant.
Totterant herbalist. Yeah, so she is an old woman. Where she lives with her equally old partner, who she calls her daughter.
All right.
Judy? Is that you?
Whose name is Hruda, Hruda.
Ruda.
Oh.
Yes. You come in here and there's definitely a vibe. It almost smells, you have your normal sage and I have newt and all that, some sort of wort,
Man.
lichens and all that crap. But underneath it all, there's a familiar smell.
This is exactly why I skipped potions class.
Hmm.
If everyone, as you walk in, and the little bell above the door rings, and she looks at all you, and she goes, "Oh, customers, how may I help you?" Ruda?
Hello, we seek to inspect your wares.
A spot of tea for the She squints at you. For the oh yes, for the adventurers. Tell Mother Tadora, she knows.
Yes.
She's creeping me out, man.
I'm gonna
I know,
steal
I
her
like her.
eye.
She might share her eye with her daughter, as well
Or
as her tooth,
sisters.
as well as her tooth.
You.
If
So, Dagmark. There is a reason she is creeping you out. You see, like buried amongst the bric-a-brac is a small statue of Saint Cuthbert.
Yes. This guy again.
Well, he's popular among the humans. I mean, you've heard the history of the region.
mm,
I mean, is Moradin very widely known outside of dwarven circles?
Well, like the blacksmith said, outside of dwarves, generally only smiths
mm.
and other priests, of course.
Well, of course, of course.
Of course.
And she says, "Oh, you are not a big fan of my cudgel."
Well, not a big fan. It's a bit.
Yes. Moradin was never a very good friend to Cuthbert.
Mm,
I am going to place a reassuring hand upon Dagmark's shoulder.
We're all friends here.
Mm.
we're here to do business. So, do you have any specials going on? Or would you like us to be guinea pigs for a new healing potion?
Oh, healing potions, eh? Is that what you're in the market for?
Or potions of great insight?
Potions of great insight. Yes, ma'am. Healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore the bard. He's blown too hard on his bagpipes.
Boop.
Oxygen deprivation.
She starts to cackle. That's a good one.
Yes, Mrs. Wick. Hey, did we have to come up steps to get into this place?
Yeah, a couple.
Okay, so not like it's resting on chicken feet.
No, but it is further down the hill, more in the wharf district. Not quite, but
Right. The cool part of town.
yes. The cool part, as you say.
The local color.
So healing potions, She she has like it's almost a Popeye. It's like one of her eyes squint closed and the other one is open, like non-blinking open. And she like eyes each and every one of you.
And
She has maybe, well, you'll find out. And she has maybe like a couple of hairs growing out of errant hairs, not like anything organized, from the bottom of her chin. And she kind of idly strokes it and looks at each and every one of you. Healing potions. You're not thinking of going to the Temple of Elemental Evil, are you?
Oh no, we're
No.
just your standard run of the mill adventurers, and it's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
idea to have them in your travels.
Yeah,
Yes.
bandits are a thing.
certainly is. Yes, many bandits, many gnolls. Hmm?
Don't remind me.
Bugbears. Yes, healing potions are very useful. How many healing potions would you like?
How many do you think, Dag?
It's weird how her eye doesn't water.
Maybe 2 for each of us.
I would like to examine her with my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, she's definitely probing you. Like, she's genuinely interested if you're going to the Temple of Elemental Evil. That is in your plans. She suspects it. She's like almost completely convinced that's what you're doing.
Mhm.
But does she seem snitchy?
Well, I mean, that would be a question for the guy who has the third eye. Which, upon looking at you, she seems very nonplussed about that. I don't know if you keep it under a hat or anything.
We'll have to work on that.
Usually a bandage.
Yeah, so she
A Leaf Clan headband.
Yeah, she does not. Oh, the Naruto. She doesn't. Yeah, she's not. A, she's not surprised that you have a third eye. B,
Is it
she's
a
not
third, or
surprised-
does it replace my left?
Oh, was it? Yeah, it did. You're right. My fault.
That's all right.
So long. Yeah. So that you have like this weird goat eye. And she seems genuinely interested. She thinks you're going, and does she seem snitchy? Her motivation is not one of "I'm going to drop the dime on you."
Well, yeah, that's like I ask.
She actually, you might even think that she seems a little hopeful, wistful about it.
Oh, that's sweet.
We heard that the Temple of Elemental Evil was abandoned and taken care of by Cuthbert's associates and the Druids.
Yes, well, Cuthbert, and it was mostly Cuthbert. I don't know what impertinence the Druids are spreading, but yes, taken care of is such a final kind of term, and it wasn't quite that. No.
Were you there?
Or like a bandage. She hems and haws.
I attempt to charm her with my bagpipes.
Okay. Your bagpipes and give me a. I guess she has to make a saving throw, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Against what is it? Against spells?
Yes.
Hold on, let me see what her saving throw is.
Bards.
We need the information. This is the fastest way to get them on our side.
What is he doing?
He's trying to charm her with his bagpipes.
I was saying that in character.
Oh, here.
Sorry.
I'm gonna grab some mugwort or some type of sphagnum moss or something. It's like, here, stick this in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's not cheap.
None of you appreciate.
Wait till you hear this performance.
Which is
None of you appreciate the stylistic tunings of, Squiddo Cutbait, but I tell you, this is a faster way to get our answers.
We just came for some fucking health potions.
And
we get any
sphagnum
information?
moss.
You know, I'm really reconsidering this whole business deal.
Oh. Well, how would you do it, Ben? That's like, we're in the middle of charming them. Is there anything you'd like to really know from the crone?
Okay. So you start playing your bagpipes, and she's tapping her foot along, and then she starts laughing.
All right.
Happily, merrily, singing songs to the tune, because it's an old tune, but singing lyrics that are older than anything that you remember.
Oops.
Corellan's ears. She likes it.
This is not terrifying in any form at all.
See, I told you someone would appreciate the bagpipes.
Yes, she enjoys it, but unfortunately, she did make her saving throw.
Well, yeah, all right. Anyway, can't win them all, but still, we see if she feels compelled to at least give us a little bit more helpful information about if we were to go to the temple, how much of their potions do you think we'd need, being brave and stalwart adventurers such as we?
I don't think
She
she has
says-
enough in stock with how you like to do business.
She eyes you and says, "Many things await in the Temple of Elemental Evil. Not all of them are good." I would stock up. We are having a BOGO special.
Oh, good.
My favorite word is bogo.
Bogo. Bogo the Kobold was a really...
But then she looks you straight in the eye, Squittard, with her eye, and says, "If you go there, be absolutely sure. Finish what you start, because it would be ill for the people in this village, in this town, or in this region if you cock it up."
Yes, Squitter. Don't cock it up.
You get that a lot in this line of work.
All of you, you don't know what you're playing with. Your children.
Oh, good.
I am 157 years old. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
128, sorry.
You're
I'm
a
a-
baby.
I'm a grown ass elf.
Mhm.
Not a grown ass elf.
Right. Oh, I mean, it's like okay, well, just look at us. It's like, having attained some measure of experience. Is this going to cure most of us with one potion, or am I going to have to take multiple doses in the
Did
event
you
of a
literally
crisis?
just tell her to look at us after you just failed to charm her?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna.
She liked the bag.
Ah, 20. If I was only 20 years younger, I'd
If
go with
only.
you.
Terrifying thought. Wait, are you?
I'd go with you.
Oh, Wilf. Anyway,
But alas, time takes us all.
oh, lady, not now.
Wait, you've been inside?
What? Oh, no, we don't want to hear about.
No. I asked if she was there the first time.
Now
And-
she goes over to the windows and shuts the blinds. They're not like flimsy blinds. They're like the fucking, the ones that are part of the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
Like you flip them, and the slats go down, and they're flush with the rest of the exterior of the house. And she goes down and starts to put those out, and closes the door, turns the sign to close. Sorry, out to lunch, and she comes back and lights a candle. And now it's dark in here, and she's lit from below.
Nice. Have we got the tea yet?
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
You
cool.
remember that like you guys ever see the Garfield Halloween special? The
Yeah.
old man sitting in that fucking chair telling the story. That's what I'm getting.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
First of all, I wouldn't be
It's such a
talking.
dark elf kind of.
I wouldn't be talking about the temple to just anyone around this town.
Hmm.
It is my understanding, after observation, years and years of observation, that there is activity happening there again. Yes, we should have ended it back then, but... Well, you can't change the past, can you? But
Or can we?
maybe you could succeed where we failed.
Well, we had heard that Zugamoy was
She turns and spits. She turns and spits.
she who shall not be named, the fungus among us, was
Zoof.
trapped rather than dealt with because of her relative power level.
Well, there was that, and well, we couldn't agree with the tree huggers on how to actually take care of the situation.
What is the nature of the trap?
There are a series of doors that are
our old
enchanted.
enemy.
Yes. We'll call them Ray, Jim, John. Sorry, and Robbie.
And Robbie.
Uh-huh.
There's a series of doors that have been enchanted so that she cannot pass them unless they are disenchanted. No one can pass them.
Unless they're disenchanted.
The nature of the trap. But if it's occupied again, well, I'm sure whoever's in there is working double time to do such a thing.
I see. Do you know anything about the Fire Clan?
Fire cult. Yes, they're one of the factions inside. Well, they were one of the factions. There's 4 elements.
Yes.
But does that mean there's 4 factions, or...
Yes, of course. Elemental evil, they each worship a different element. All of them evil. I believe her plan originally was to have these 4 factions warring amongst each other, becoming stronger through competition.
Fascinating premise. That doesn't agree to work.
And did Ayn Rand have a favorite?
But you ask about the fire. It is one of the factions vying. I couldn't tell you the relative strengths.
Well, we've encountered the Fire Clan as far as Hamlet.
And we've done a little weeding.
Cleared out
You
one of
have
their
that,
enclaves. I will show
Oh.
her the Fire Clan cloak.
You're carrying it with you?
It's in the backpack, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, if they've gotten this powerful, then yes, we need to. Someone needs to go in there, yes. She hobbles out. She goes, I guess she's not going to do this. She'll have her minion do it. Huda. Huda. Go into the back. Fetch my stuff.
My stuff.
So while she goes into the back to fetch Mother Tidarit's adventuring stuff, she says, as you well know, well, you don't, but I'm going to tell you, Tidarit's not my real name.
Oh.
Shock.
My real name is, and she clears her throat. Is Cantonus Uday.
I'm sorry?
Zoom tag.
What?
Cantonus Uday.
Cantonese.
I'm actually the head cleric of Saint Cuthbert.
How do you spell Yaday?
Y''Dey.
Okay.
And those fools in Hamlet belong to me.
I believe our friend Dagmark here has some notes he'd like to share about their behavior.
Which ones?
The guys in Hamlet.
Just that they were shady.
Oh.
Now, retrospectively, they may have been cultists.
No,
Or are you
they're
talking about the Cuthbert guys?
the Cuthbert guys.
Oh, yeah, they were greedy.
Yeah. She's their boss.
Yeah, they were terrible. They overcharged for healing. They were really reluctant to help their fellow villagers unless some sort of remuneration was made. They were terrible.
I'll see to that. Good to know.
You just got reported.
Womp womp.
Those guys were
So-
jerks.
Huda comes back, and she's carrying a small suit of plate mail. Happens to be dwarven size. I don't know. She's a small lady, little firecracker of a woman. So she looks at you, dwarf, and says, "Here, this looks like it might fit you."
Oh, no. I'm going to have to cancel that order.
What order is that?
I hope they didn't get started. The blacksmith was making me some plate mail,
Oh.
but this looks nice.
Oh, and she uses air quotes. Dit.
That's what he said his name was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I guess it is his name. He's it's one of us. He answers to the Duchy. He's actually he's the son, the elder son of a couple of the villagers in Hamlet. At the Boomyang Farm. I don't know if you met them. Anyway. Yes, he is an agent of the government sent here to report on activities for the temple. I keep my eye out as well. He's a tree hugger. Anyhow, yes, cancel your order with him. He shouldn't have to make those things without. He is my ally. I wouldn't want to see him wasting them the cost. Yeah, so this is a this should help you out. It is +1 plate mail.
Hot dang.
Hot
It's
dang.
my old adventuring gear. And she unwraps. She has like a almost a rod wrapped in cloth with the colors and symbols of St. Cuthbert. Takes it out, and it's a mace. This is a +1 mace. If anyone
Oh, I've
has-
already got one.
I
Thanks,
think Timpani might be the only one without a magic item.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any, but more than stabby, but I guess a mace wouldn't hurt.
Well, it is a +1.
Well, not you. Not you.
It'll hurt who it needs to hurt.
Then she pulls out a small silver ring, and she looks at Silric, shakes her head, looks at Cutbait, shakes her head, Sargold, and she goes. She holds it up to the light, blows on it, blows the dust off it, and says, "Fire resistance. You look like a frontline kind of a guy.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. Thank you.
And yeah, so it as you slip it on your finger, it grows to fit as you put it on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do not.
I hold it up to the tiara and go, "Does it match? Am I pretty a princess?"
You are absolutely the prettiest half-orc princess I have ever seen, Your Majesty.
Oh, now I bat my eyelashes.
Make Fiona blush. She hands a scroll to Dagmark and says, "I'd give it to you, Mr. Elf, but clerics only."
Nah, I got you.
So this is a scroll of silence, 15 feet, neutralize poison, and then she looks you in the eye and says, "Raise dead. Be very careful with this one."
And what? What was the third thing?
Raise dead. I hope that is a spell that is in this book. There's some of them. Well, I mean, there's a, yeah, it is. It's a 5th level spell. Alrighty then. Well, that's about all I have for you. Please, to everyone here in this town, I am Mother Daret, and wish to remain so.
Absolutely. Your secret is safe with us.
Oh, I'll just take
Now,
two.
you wanted to buy some healing potions for your little excursion. Two apiece, eh?
Yes.
Turned into Tobias doing from Arrested Development, doing the nanny character. Okay, I'll figure out how much that's going to cost you. We'll go with 100 each potion. Did say BOGO. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 500 gold. Oh, and then you have the other guy. 600 gold. And you each have access to 2 healing potions. Regular old 1d6 plus 1 healing potions.
One d6
Plus 1.
plus 1. Okay. So cure light wounds in liquid form.
Yes. Actually, they come in syringes.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it's morphine.
You have to shoot them up.
Hey, the hippie lady said that the old woman hooks everybody up.
Wasn't joking.
Six plus 1 times 2. Can you tell us anything about inside the temple, other than there's 4 factions and 4 doors?
Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long. It is vast. I was not in all of it. But yes, it is so vast. There's at least 3 levels with barracks and all sorts of things.
I see. What about entrances?
They are- Well, temple building itself, the part that's above ground, is warded. It's one of the doors that I had mentioned. That's how we got in. But I'm sure an intrepid group of adventurers such as yourselves can find a way in.
Probably.
If they have been recruiting and boosting their numbers, be very wary. But also remember, at least back in my day, those factions were at each other's throats, vying for the favor of their dark goddess.
Thank you. You've given us a lot to mull over.
Come back anytime.
Oh, absolutely.
So creepy.
You must regale us of the tales of the old
Yeah,
days.
I like it.
Indeed.
What type of tea is this?
Too long.
Ah, thank you. Speaking of mulling, I think it's time we get ourselves a little mulled and come up with a game plan quietly. In fact, perhaps we should take our drinks in our rooms,
Indeed.
or a room.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right. So you head back to the inn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you take your meal and your drinks in your room, and you as you like unload your stuff. I'm assuming you stopped by the blacksmiths and canceled your orders.
Yeah, of course. Also, I ask him if he wants to buy some dwarven made chainmail.
It's dwarven size too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not magical, so it doesn't like change size to fit or anything.
Um, he stuff. You know what? I will think of it as a favor to Mother Tadara, and he gives you a big old wink. And surprisingly enough, he pays full price.
Nice.
Wow. How much is that? I could go look it up, I guess.
It's I'm trying to look it up right now.
Email?
It's funny that I'm using the
40
pamphlet.
gold.
Yeah, it's
There you
40
go.
because I was on the page already. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I'm using the
good to know.
pamphlet to look that stuff up, but like in my actual player's tune, it like just opens to that page.
If you go to the very back of the player's tome, it's in the last.
Oh, it is. It's also
It's
on
unit
page
cover.
96
Right.
because that's where my spine is open to.
Hot dang, 40 gold.
All right.
That's a nice,
Well
nice
done.
bargain.
Oh,
I'm partial to my sword. I'm gonna miss it, but I'm willing to sell it too. My regular sword, because no point in carrying more than I need.
Okay. Yeah, he will also give you full market price for that.
You know what? I take 5 and give him back 5. I don't like too much, and you've been of great service to us as it is, and we are inconveniencing you.
Oh, it's no inconvenience. No inconvenience at all. As a matter of fact, hold on. And he goes into the back and comes out with Does he come out with anything good? Yes. He comes out with a longbow and 20 arrows with cold wrought iron heads. And he says, "This is my old set from when I was younger." He doesn't look old enough to have gone into the temple himself.
But he was ready.
Well, like I said, I don't have truck with pirates, but if they come to fuck with me, I'm going to be ready.
Hey, I respect the hustle.
It's a +1 longbow.
+1. Anybody in particular wanted it? Because if not, I'll take it.
Oh,
I was looking at
I
looking at
figured
the
you
elf.
wanted more.
Just because of stereotypes.
Hey, I built my character.
And the drow furrows her brow. Wait, what?
Didn't drow have those like weird hand crossbow things?
Yeah, drow were into hand crossbows.
Yeah. Back in the day. Yeah, he
Damn
definitely profiled you.
stereotypes.
He definitely profiled you with the longbow. But he says, "Yeah, well, I hope this helps. May it serve you as well as it served me."
This is a very fine longbow, sir.
It is very fun.
I am honored.
Yes. The honor is all mine.
However, I must make an exchange. As is an elven tradition, you cannot carry 2 bows. So I will give him my plain old short bow.
He looks at it and says, "The honor is all mine."
Oh my god, sorry.
Makarv, much luck, love Silric.
Even better, Silric was here with the fucking Kilroy face.
He does say, "My position in this town is precarious and deep, my cover. But I am here to report to the magistrate."
We understand.
So, well, I appreciate you keeping that on the DL, but if you would please, if you could, and he looks at Swittered Cutbait and says, "If you would keep a record of what is going on in the temple."
But of course.
Excellent. And then he says, "Are you able to wield this?" And he pulls out a long sword.
Mm. Excellent. Excellent indeed.
Squitter's now a cop.
Uh-huh.
It's,
Now we're playing with fire.
I eventually would like this back. It's a very good sword. Well, I would wager that in any given situation, it would add 2 to your
Ooh.
chances out of 20 to get the job done.
Mm.
Sexy.
I'll accept it back along with your report,
Excellent, thank you.
Sir Cutbait.
Deputy Cutbait.
Deputy it is.
He's... Oh dear.
And he flips a dagger up in the air, balances on his finger, flips it, grabs it by the hilt, hands it to you, and says, "Give this to the thief."
We will.
It is a +1 silvered dagger.
Ooh. Oh, we're making out with bandits. We should be just like endearing
right.
ourselves to old adventurers.
All right.
We should. Where's the old adventurers' home?
He wants his shit back
Okay.
at the end of all this, but
Right.
We pat him on the knee.
he looks at you and he kind of says, "I sincerely hope I do see you again." And there's a tinge of doubt in his voice.
I mean, if I'd met us, I'd also be doubtful.
Well, Silric, you can tell your goat eye that he's not doubting your abilities. He's just doubting the odds.
Well, they do seem rather daunting, but nevertheless, we have faced worse.
No. Haven't. All right, back in the hotel. That would have been a really cool place to cut it, but back in the hotel.
Well, it is after 11.
Yeah, well, we can do that. I just want to get this one thing, and then we can
Okay.
cut it.
All right.
Are we back in the hotel?
Yes, you're back in the hotel. You all go to your rooms.
Sorry, I
to,
can resist.
get your shit together. And Squitter Cutbait, on your cot, there is a handwritten note that has a flaming eye on it, and it says, "The Pelagic Argosy sights land. Order a zombie at the bar." And we can cut it there.
Ooh, creepy.
A drink of a creature.
Who knows what you're going to get? You just have to wait till next time when he does order it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. I mean, I might at least request some alterations to the recipe. I mean, I've got my own taste when it comes to something. I'm very particular about this sort of thing.
So
Mac
join us
everyone.
next time
It's
when you'll
the
hear...
Big Dump episode.